Hi, it's Matt here from Go Green Autos. So here we have a Nissan ENV200 electric van for sale. It's a 2015 Acenta Rapid Plus with a 24 kilowatt hour battery, and because it's in this blue, it is an ex-British gas van. So one of the advantages of the British gas vans is they fit these Weberstow diesel heaters in all their vans, and what that is an auxiliary diesel heater up here under the bonnet, where it burns a bit of diesel to produce heat, because obviously with an electric vehicle you've got to use electric heating, which does use a lot of energy, and you'll see lower range in the winter. So there's a tank at the back which I'll show you in a minute, and then it blows hot air into the driver's footwell. And the advantage of that is you're not needing to use the factory heating. Well, you might do if you want to demist the windscreen, because with the diesel heater the heat is only coming into the footwell, but it means you've got maximum range in the winter, because obviously using the heating uses huge amounts of energy, and you see probably a 20 to 25% loss of range in the winter because of heating use. But if you can do some of that heating, or nearly all of that heating, with the diesel heater, then you're still going to retain maximum range in the winter. And then in the back here you've got this diesel tank mounted on the side. I think it's 10 litres, and you've got a tube on the side to show you the level of the diesel in there, and you just fill that with standard road diesel, and it lasts an awful long time. The van has also got parking sensors fitted at the back, which is something else British Gas do. It has the standard camera up there, and then at the front I just jump back in. Actually, I'll just start it up. The sun is very low today, so yeah, we're getting lots of reflections, but anyway, if I put that into reverse, we get the reversing camera up there on the dash, and then up there is the display for the beepers on the back bumper. And then the mileage of this van is 11,429 miles. This van is an Acenta Rapid Plus. The Rapid means it's got DC rapid charging up front, and the Plus means it's got the upgraded charger, and we can see that on the screen. We've got a 3 kilowatt and a 6 kilowatt charge time, and this has got the upgraded 6.6 kilowatt AC charger, so that means it's basically faster charging when you're back at base. So if you want to do a top up on an AC charging post, you're going to get more miles per hour of charging. And this has also got the winter pack, so you've got a heated leather steering wheel and 2-position heated seats on both sides, and that's your heated wheel. So again, that maximises range in the winter, because it's a lot more efficient to heat your contact points than heating all of the cabin air. This one has also got an armrest here, bolted on top of your standard Nissan pocket down here. It does add a lot of leverage to it. Also, it does make it all wobble rather. Personally, I'd probably take that out, but anyway, that's your choice. There's part of the standard British Gas kit there, which is a torch bracket, which you probably never use, but underneath there is a 12-volt standard cigarette power outlet as well, which might be handy. And then in the back we've got LED lighting, 3 LED strip lights. You've got your standard normal 12-volt lighting. These stay on for 5 minutes when you've locked the van. I think it's controlled by that unit there. All this other wiring is standard British Gas stuff, because when these vans are kitted out, they have lighting and sort of power sockets and things on the racking. You've also got wires there to 2 antennas on the roof, which is part of their stuff. They're still up there. This van has got that bit of ply which has sort of been siliconed to the side. That can be removed, of course, but it's quite handy if you want to screw things to it. But yeah, someone's clearly made a bit of a mess of that. But anyway, it's only stuck up there, so it can be removed. And then on the floor we've got carpet, and then the rubber matting below that. So talk about charging. You release the charge port at the front with that lever there, and then at the front here we have got the AC charger here. This is what you would typically use overnight to charge a van while you sleep, or top ups throughout the day on the granny cable. This has got the upgraded 6.6 kilowatt charger, as I said, and charges at a rate of about, let's think, about 21 miles an hour, something like that. So you had about 21 miles of range for every hour you're charging. And then this is your DC rapid charger. It's a 50 kilowatt CHAdeMO port, and this will charge the van from 0 to 80% in about 25-30 minutes. So this is what you would use if you want to extend the range and do that fast charge in a motorway services or maybe a petrol forecourt. But majority of your charging will be overnight or when you're not using the van throughout the day on the AC port. And then in the back we have got some charge cables. So this is your standard AC charge cable. It's a thick 32 amp one. This is the end you plug into a wall charger, type 2, and all chargers are type 2. So whether that's a home wall box, a public charger or a workplace charger, they all have type 2 sockets. And then this end is the type 1 to suit the van, and this is for AC charging, as I said. And then here we have a portable charger, a genuine Nissan one, which allows you to charge the vehicle on a 3-pin plug. So 3-pin plug this end, and again the type 1 plug on the other end for the van. So these only charge at 10 amp purposely. They limit the rate of charge to 10 amp because you can't draw any more than that through a normal main socket and wiring for long periods of time. So these only add about 9 miles an hour, but they're useful to get top-ups throughout the day. If you're on site, for example, you can plug in and get a top-up, or initially you would use that until you get a wall charger installed. So the primary purpose of this video is to describe the condition, and if you see my videos before, you know I point out every little minor stone chip mark or scratch I can find. I don't hide anything because I want people to know exactly what they're buying. And then these videos give people the confidence to buy the vehicle without maybe coming here to view it first. But of course it's here at Lifefit if you do want to come and view and test drive. So we'll do a quick walk around, but not much to show you. It's a cracking condition vehicle, this one, obviously in the British Gas blue. We've got the green number plates front and back to show it's a zero emission vehicle. So let's walk around. Got new genuine Nissan wheel trims. These are quite expensive wheel trims, but they do make it look better. Cross climate tyres, Michelin cross climate tyres on, probably the best tyres you can buy, ideal for the UK climate where you can keep them on all year round. Tyre tread depths are on the website. Really nice condition. There's a few little tiny dents and chips, but very minor. So everything I'm going to point out really is minor. Most people just really wouldn't care on a van. There's a few little scratches there on the door, a couple of little chips there, which actually drop a bit of paint on those, I'd miss them out. A few tiny little chips there, actually probably more glue than scratches. That's obviously being British Gas, it did all have vinyl lettering all over it as well, and you can see some evidence of that in the paintwork where a little bit of glue or a little bit of faded paint still exists where the vinyl wrap has been removed. There's a couple of two little pinprick dents there from the other side, a little dent there where where the door's been slammed onto something, tiny little dent there. Looking round the back, there is a tiny little pinprick dent there, and there's a dent there which again the door's been slammed on something, so that's sticking up proud, but it's had a bit of touch-up paint and lacquer on that because the paint had chipped on that one. There was a few little chips in the paint. They've all had the proper blue paint and lacquer back on them, so there was a couple up here, but actually I can't see them now in this sunlight. They've completely gone. So yeah, all very minor. Looking round this side has got a Michelin Alpine winter tyre. This is a brand new tyre. It was on the spare, but we switched them over because the other one is the same, a Michelin Alpine tyre. That was getting a bit low, so we put the brand new one on. That one is a winter tyre, whereas the rest are all season tyres, but all Michelin and all with very good tread. Looking down this side, no dents or scratches at all really nice condition, as is the door and that front wing, and the bonnet and the bumper, all really nice condition. Few minor scratches there on the plastic lower down, but yeah, all really good, and much higher than the average for a ENV200 at this age. And then looking on the inside, I've just seen tiny little dent in that door there. Inside, all really nice quality still, because yeah, it's only done 11,000 miles. The seats on ENV200s, well, the driver's seat do tend to wear at a greater rate than other vans, purely because of the height of the seat. You tend to slide your bum in and out over the bolster because of the height of the van. It's not quite high enough to use the step and lift up. Instead, you just slide off. So they do always wear a lot more along this side, but this is all good. A little bit of silicone there in the fabric, but yeah, it's all pretty good. The cushion, the bolster on this side is squashed over a little bit, and you can feel the metal there, but you don't feel it when you're sitting in it. To be honest, all standard with ENV200 seats. They're not the best seats, to be honest, but as they age, you can buy the foams and the fabric and recondition the seats. If you're willing to do it yourself at fairly reasonable cost. Nissan do sell all the parts individually. What else do I need to show you? Got heated seats, heated steering wheel, as I said. All the plastic's really good condition. The little cover there is missing. There's a little plastic cover that goes over there. That releases the pin if you need to get it into neutral when the 12-volt battery is flat. Someone's pinged that out at some point and lost it. It might still be in the cabin. Sometimes you find them under the seats, but I haven't found it for this vehicle, but it may still be in here somewhere. Got the radio code. Obviously everything works without any fault or errors. And then the only other thing I'll just point out is it does have these wind deflector things on the windows, which I haven't seen on these before. They do rattle a little bit when you shut the door, particularly if the window's down. But of course they can just ping out if you don't want them, but they look quite good. And it does mean you can drop the windows a little bit and have a bit of air ventilation without the excessive noise. This has just had a service. The air conditioning has been regassed, new wiper blades on the front, new cabin filter, the back brake lights bulb got done, and it's got a new gasket, because those gaskets really need to be changed if you ever change that to make it properly watertight. So that's all been done as well. And obviously your pads and everything all been checked and they're all good. So yeah, that's all done. I think, I'll just say range on these is generally 80 to 90 miles, sort of 90 miles city driving, sort of 80 miles on average. In the winter, normally 50 to 60 miles, but because this has got the auxiliary diesel heater, if you use that rather than the onboard heating, then you're not going to see that sort of range drop. So this is going to be more like 70 to 80 miles in the winter. As always, it depends on how you drive, but the full details about what you'd expect from these is on the website, as is all the other information about this van. So if you're interested, give me a call or email, and all the details are on the website, as I said. And I can get these delivered anywhere in the country, and it will come to you on a flatbed or a trailer, and it will be fully charged and ready to use.